Mental health disorders affect millions of people worldwide. A 2019 findings report published by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services states that approximately 47.6 million adults in the United States alone suffered from a mental illness in the previous year, and about 11.4 million of those individuals suffered from a very serious mental illness. There is current research that supports that gut microbiota are associated with one's mental health. Further, an imbalance of these gut microbiota have been broadly shown to cause negative effects, such as an increase in anxiety and depression. A study by Cheng et al. Demonstrated that non-depressive mice showed depressive behaviors after receiving a fecal microbiome transplantation from depressed humans. This study, along with several exciting others, highlight the impact gut microbiota have on the brain and mental health. Another recent study by Ling et al. Has shown that gut microbiota play a role in the gut-brain axis, the biochemical communication pathway between the gastrointestinal tract and the brain. Ling et al. Further demonstrated that the use of antibiotics in mice significantly decreased counts of firmicutes and bacteroidetes in the gut, while increasing types of proteobacteria and cyanobacteria. This ultimately altered the mice's gut microbiota composition, and most interestingly, altered their physical behaviors. Aizawa et al. Found that patients with major depressive disorder were shown to have significantly lower lactobacillus and bifidobacterium counts than in healthy patients. When gut microbiota such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium ferment foods, short-chain fatty acids are released. Increased levels of short-chain fatty acids stimulate insulin production. Why is this important? Past studies have demonstrated that insulin resistance and high blood glucose levels are correlated with a higher risk for depressive symptoms. Research suggests that Western diets, those with high levels of sugar, and psychological stress both cause the intestinal lining to become more permeable to toxins that affect neurotransmitters involved in regulating mood. Particularly, small levels of lipopolysaccharides, LPS, a type of endotoxin, can cause depressive symptoms and interrupt the regulation of blood glucose levels. Essentially, LPS does this by decreasing the production of tryptophan and zinc, which ultimately disturbs the regulation of the neurotransmitters utilized in mood regulation. Even with the great amount of existing research, many questions remain unanswered. Current research is lacking in being able to nail down direct causes and pathways from gut bacteria to the brain. The majority of the findings show more indirect impacts, such as through the gut-brain axis. Future research aims to continue to develop and support these indirect findings while seeking to uncover any direct effects on mental health that exist due to specific gut bacteria composition. Further, limitations to these studies may be attributed to the differences in normal composition of gut bacteria between humans and other species. The research will need to shift from animal to human studies to be more impactful. With this awareness, we challenge the public to do their own research on the subject. They should investigate solutions that can support their gut microbiota and ultimately their mental health. There are ample resources and studies that revolve around the use of probiotics and their subsequent health benefits. Further, dietary changes have been shown to affect gut microbiota. Magnuson et al. Found that diets with increased levels of sucrose and fat led to increased amounts of clostridiols and a subsequent decrease in cognitive performance. This supports that decreasing sugar in the diet is beneficial. Also, the regular consumption of fermented milk has evidence for supporting gut microbiota. Of course, with any dietary or supplemental change, it is advised to first seek the advice from your doctor and/or nutritionist. The public should enable a growing knowledge on the diverse mental health problems that may arise from an altered gut microbiota and the benefits of probiotics as seen in the research by Wang et al. This study exhibits various experiments on how anxiety and depression can be affected by the alteration or inflammation of one's gut microbiota. Because of this, it is also critical for the public to understand the benefits of ingesting probiotics for a better brain-to-gut bacteria connection and its overall therapeutic effect on mood and cognition. Furthermore, the public should recognize how significant it is to support their gut microbiota with a better day-to-day diet and nutritional changes to avoid their disruption, thus leading to a possible reduction in anxiety and depressive-related behaviors. Our hope is that the public will utilize these findings to become more mindful of the possible interactions between their gut microbiota and mental health, and that this can lead to happier, healthier individuals.